Do let us know what you think women want, and I'll be so glad. Not glad actually. Let me take that again. I said glad.
A friend of mine today asked me, would you prefer a busy and wealthy husband or a managing but available husband?
Yes.
I'm like, give me the money, when we see, we see. Because me and you cannot be in the house, you are available but there's no food.
There's this idea, this generality that women usually get things easy, things handed down to them because of what they have to get what they want. But in actual sense, it doesn't work like that every time.
I am writing or I'm doing some finance books. At the end of the day, I want to have a conversation that makes me feel like I can explain my problems to you and you understand. So those kind of women exist, and then there's still the young who are naive and think it's a fantasy.
I want people to attribute my successes to my hard work.
Okay, it's often said that when a lady says she's fine, that she's not fine. It's more like a trap. Ask her what's going on, what does she want? And it is believed that girls want the baby girl lifestyle, want to be taken care of, one money, after money, and money again, and money. Oh my God. At the end of this episode, you'll be able to know what women want. My name is Alexis Upavia. Welcome, this is Chats and Banter, and I am not alone today. I have three awesome ladies dripping glory, nobody's ex, you know. Can I go on and on? You know, I'm here to worship people and dry you and laundryfy you. But then I have beauty and makeup enthusiast Sabena. On the right, very beautiful natural girl, Marion Colley. I got that right. Oh, of course I made it. And I have with me media personality Alicia. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
You are sounding responsible. That's what the plan is. Before we said action, people were not responsible. I can't say action, people are not responsible. All right, let's start with what women want. Marion, from you, what do you want personally?
What do women want? What do I want? It's a complicated question.
Wow. So it's something when you say women are complicated.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I think growing up as a girl, you know, we usually have this picture in mind that we want a tall, dark, handsome dude who's going to treat us like a princess, who's going to take good care of us, provide for all our needs, everything, emotional, financial, stability.
Sure.
But growing up, you didn't realize that everything is all a fantasy.
Wow.
Because the more you get into relationship and being with people, the more you learn about things and you're exposed to so many things. You realize that all those things that you've been thinking as a very young girl, they are actually tricks. I'm telling you, all those movies we saw, they lie to us. But as a woman, what do I want? I want stability. I want to be with someone that I'm comfortable with, who is also comfortable with me. Someone that we can both be in each other's space and relate to things, respect each other. Someone that's forget the money and material.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, wait. Alicia has something to say. you would not forget about money.
No,
right?
please.
So
Put on the table.
what do you want?
Definitely, I want comfort because I work hard enough and I expect that you should be the baby girl that I should be, you know.
You know.
Yes, because if you want to bring the entire womanly thing to the table, you have to enable the environment.
Oh.
Yes, and
you're enabled with money.
Yes, please. I'm not going to be broke, so come on.
You don't come at me with your broke spirit.
The money is on the table.
You know? Yes,
You're talking about men. What do you want from men? Okay, well, society-wise, what I think I want personally for myself as a woman is to be able to do things without getting guilt-tripped by people in the society. As a woman, there are so many things you do and people give you a bad eye and they talk negative things about you. I should be able to do anything, walk anywhere, go anywhere without feeling like because I'm a woman, it's not acceptable. Because I'm a woman, I'm not fit to do some certain things. Yes.
Okay, talking about not acceptable and being a woman. As women, have you been in that space whereby you feel people look at you and say, oh, but you get these advances or get these preferential treatments because you are women?
Yes, yes, definitely. Definitely. I'll begin with work.
Okay.
You know, when you work late at night and then you go home and you're reading and then you're studying just to be better. And then because you smile at your colleagues or you smile at your bosses and then you're getting recognized for something you've done that's nice, and then the so-called hardworking other gender they tell you that they've been doing this and no one recognizes them. But I mean, like, there's definitely something that a woman has done that you can't contribute to just work. You know, she wants to put in her personality and reflect it through what she does. You know, so it's beyond just being a woman wearing a skirt and all of that. There's an enabling thing about having that feminine energy. It just boosts the environment and you're able to work better. I don't think a man can have everything. You can wear your skirts and your pads and everything, but you can't bring the
feminine energy. Okay, so over to you, Marion. What's your experience? What has been your experience?
Okay, so you walking into an environment, work and leisure, and the first thing is you're being judged based on your appearance or your gender. And despite your hard work and everything you put to make things work, even if you do it way better than the other gender, but there's still this judgment that, okay, because say she be a woman and the way she looks, that she didn't do it through hard work, she did it through the
back door.
And they see that, okay, you're competent enough to do that thing. But because of the whole because I think Africa in general, not Nigeria alone, there's this this idea, this generality that women usually get things easy. Things handed down to them because of what they have to get what they want. But in actual sense, it doesn't work like that every time. Sometimes some women use hard work to get things, because as a lady, it's even more difficult for you because you're judged by how you look and your gender. If you walk into a place and you want to do something, they'll be like, okay, now woman, she don't use something wrong now. And I'm like, hey, you're qualified, I'm qualified. I may even be more hardworking than you. I put in more hours, more effort. By the end of the day, it just boils down to that same judgment.
I want to be able to feel like my successes. I want people to attribute my successes to my hard work. This time, the society thinks that any girl that has anything is a man that gives her. Or if she does something good for herself, they feel like, oh, one man somewhere. So why can't the society feel like I'm the one that got it with my hard work? So I want to be able to feel appreciated because of my hard work.
And it's a very terrible feeling.
Yes.
The guys don't know how we feel in that aspect. They feel that we have it easy. But it's not. Because sometimes when you're talking to your fellow men, and they'll be like, you behave now. Like she said, you shouldn't judge me by that.
They expect you to just sort of know what to do.
Yeah.
And then if you're not doing what they expect you to know what to do, you're sort of a man. Like, if you can stand up for yourself and do everything yourself, expect you to be some sort of fragile being. And if you're not being fragile, you know, I want to be fragile, but I mean, not at work. Excuse me.
Okay, so moving on. There's this thing that said women supporting women. And I don't know whether you feel it, but I feel like low-key, there's what we call women tearing down women. Women would, I don't know, but for women, maybe funeral attendants or hotel receptions, or as far as there's a woman there, they relate better to men than their fellow. I don't know if it's just me, but any girl I see, or most girls I see at the reception, just gives me an attitude.
Girls naturally beat themselves.
Yes, so that's a thing. Have you had an experience whereby you're like, I don't know you before, we've not met, so why do you? Because I feel like ladies low-key, forget the whole women supporting women, it's the same women that are tearing women down. Yeah, because a girl will see you and look at they're sizing, oh, this week, is he double drawn, is he bow straight, how's your makeup done?
It's just insecurity. And maybe jealousy sometimes. Yeah.
So it's a woman thing, and you think it would never.
It's the same thing where we say we dress up for ourselves. You know, we dress up because we want to feel good. I go out and I'm looking like I want the attention. Yes, I want the attention. But I mean, if there's another girl there, I'm trying to understand why she thinks I'm taking away from the attention that's due to her. I mean, there's enough fish in the river for everyone, but I think we sort of get distracted by the immediate, resources available. How many men are there? I mean, you have a lot of guys who have a lot of girlfriends, and girls still want to latch onto them, and then the girls still want a lot of guy friends on their table. So I guess it's just us limited by our blindness and immediate needs.
Okay. So if we're going to say women supporting women, how come they are still side chicks and then, I don't know, because if I'm supposed to be supporting you, I wouldn't touch your husband, let your husband be. But you ladies?
I'm on my own, your husband came to me. Excuse me?
Wow. So when you get to that point, you're not supporting your fellow woman.
Support on that level. That's a totally different thing.
Wow. So when does your support
reach that size?
Wow, I'm very glad that the people I know. So wait, where does your support? Where do you stretch? What do you stretch your support? Like, where exactly do you even support your fellow women? Let's start from there.
I'm supporting you. I'm your friend. I'm on your show.
Okay,
that's support.
Okay. Well, you can't leave my husband alone. That's not support.
Whew.
No, I feel women need to understand that they can actually do right without a man. You get me? So if they need to understand that men are not necessities in a way.
Okay.
Do you understand? They're just like attachments.
Wow.
You can't be judged by, because our society has generalized it that okay, at this stage you are right now, you don't have a man.
Yeah.
So women actually do certain things to get a man. You understand? If you think about it and you realize, okay, I can actually do well without having a man. I'm comfortable in my own shell. I can do things without relying on this man. At the end of the day, if every woman thinks like that, forget it. All these side chicks that we're having, they won't be there.
So they work for their own. They work for their own money instead.
Yes, of course. There are women that do that. That's why you see a mature woman. She does not need a man to provide for her. She needs a man for.
Why do I feel like
comfort
Sabina
and
doesn't?
companion.
Sabina, you don't agree with this?
I don't quite agree.
I don't agree. Because aside the money, you need a man to give you attention.
No,
absolutely.
That's what I just said.
You said a man is not a necessity.
I mean, buy that drink. I want
Men
the
are
hair.
necessary.
I want the bag.
You didn't
I
get
want
my
the trip to Mauritius. I want
you didn't
it.
get my point.
Okay.
You didn't get my point. I'm not saying they are not important.
You don't need a man to be successful.
No, you're not getting my point. I'm saying this whole ideology of I must have a man at this certain stage. I must get married at this certain stage. I need a man to be able to be comfortable and walk around freely. That okay, I have someone that this is my man.
But that's a good feeling though.
The question
saying
is,
it's
are you
not a
happy
wrong
just
feeling.
providing for yourself?
No,
it's exhausting.
Deep down, you're not.
I think you're
You
misunderstanding.
need a man by your
Okay,
side.
I probably want
Whether
to
you want
show
to
this
accept
down
it or
to
not.
check. But right now, I want
It's a good feeling.
I want the man there because
Yes.
I work hard enough. Okay, fine. If I'm doing my little, do more than me.
Yeah.
And make me feel like, okay, for just being a woman, it's so difficult being a woman. I mean, we have our monthly periods.
That's why you're
We have our
side
mood.
chick, because you
We
want
have
a
our
man.
mood swings. And then there's something going on with younger generations now. If, for instance, the man is great in whatever way he's great in,
Okay.
there's feedback. And why that guy is having your friends in his DM is because someone has told another person that, well, he's okay.
Oh, wow.
So there's feedback.
I didn't know what Alicia is talking about. Well,
I mean, put a pin
I
on
will
it.
try and say, okay, now I understand. Let's talk about women and wanting men. You just said, oh, you want man. Not exactly a necessity, but we all need companion. We all
It's a
need
necessity.
attend. Oh, okay.
Men are very necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you accepted
I agree with this.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying I accept to be a side chick because men are necessary. I'm just saying generally, men are necessary in society. You need them. You need someone to fall back on. You need, if someone is fighting you outside, I'll call my husband.
Wow.
Don't you feel good saying that?
Don't
you feel good saying that?
I didn't say they are not important.
Okay, they are not just necessary.
I'm not saying they are not important. As a woman, if you feel that, okay, I am comfortable being alone. That's why most people, when they go out of relationships, they stay away for a while, out of the relationship circle, to be able to understand themselves and be able to stay alone before they now go back into another one.
Okay.
You get my
so
point?
I
I'm not saying men are not important, but if you're comfortable being alone, of course, the relationship that you're going to get into again, it's going to work out better than your previous. Why? Because you have an understanding of how things work and yourself, then you'll be able to understand the other person that you're with. That's just what I mean.
I share a bit of this school of thought because I've been in relationships and I've been out of relationships long enough to understand myself.
Okay.
So within those periods where by myself, where I'm taking a break, I have sort of grown to understand that yes, men are just there. They could be necessities at some point, and they could be just there because, I mean, sometimes you don't understand thinking. How don't you understand that what I'm saying is touch me here, or what I'm saying is leave me alone? You know, so there's just those periods where I feel like they're not emotionally intelligent, and it's irritating because we women, we grow faster than men. We could be the same age, but we're so much more different. Sure. So I mean, like, I understand that drought period and wanting to be by myself, but there's always that extra.
Always about the extra.
There's always that extra.
So we're talking about women and men. So like I said, women need men and men need women. Well, not as a necessity, but we need each other, right? Yeah. Let's talk about the lengths that women go to get these people. We've seen people going, even on social media, women fighting women, getting naked on social media, going through the knives, doing this whole butt surgery.
And the sugars, and the... Oh, goodness.
Thank you very much. If we are saying that these men are not exactly necessary, why do women go through that stress just to get a man?
I'd like to chip in here.
Yeah?
It depends on the kind of women. You know, there's so many kinds of women out there. There's a caliber of women who only live for men. So if a woman is solely sold out to impressing a man, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her going the extra mile. All she does every day is go to a restaurant and sit and wait for someone to talk to her. But I mean, I'm creating content. I am writing, or I'm doing some finance books. At the end of the day, I want to have a conversation that makes me feel like I can explain my problems to you and you understand. So those kind of women exist, and then there's still the young who are naive and think it's a fantasy.
So you're saying that for women who go that extra mile, that's because they're young?
I think it's because they live to impress certain kind of people, themselves, for the agenda, and then that's what agenda. So it just depends.
Mara, what's your opinion on women that go the extra mile?
That's deep. Like she said individualism. She mentioned it. I feel everything boils down to self-esteem too.
Okay.
Then individualism. If at the end of the day you do all those things to get the man, when all those things wear out, the things that attracted him to you, when all those things wear out and he sees you fall, he wants to stay with you. Do you get me?
To wear out?
What's the way out?
Like the way out, like the kaya mata thing.
Yeah, no, the whole kaya mata, the whole boob surgery, all those things need maintenance. What if you not get someone that really likes you, but is not willing to pay for the maintenance of all those things? That's
no point.
I actually read a story about that shit. The guy was like, I didn't know that all these things on you, they are actually fake. Wow. Now you're asking me for maintenance to go and top up or to go and restructure this and that. Like,
why did he look at it? It attracted him, didn't it?
No, yeah, so all guys that know that women do.
You know, that's the intelligence. Like I might not be plastic, but I can say if you're going to be with a girl who's plastic, you should expect to be plastic and pay for a plastic life.
I hope not all of them know that.
Not all of them know that. They learn it and they scare.
It's not easy.
So as we're saying, Mara.
So if you, and again, society has a lot to do with this peer pressure and social media, what people say, okay, this babe looks chic, she looks fat, everything. I want to be like her. At the end of the day, if you attract a guy based on what he's saying and not the inner thing, you yourself, the women are chameleon in nature. Let me tell you, that's the truth. We change ourselves to suit the kind of people we want at this certain point, which is not nice. Because at the end of the day, when you want to bring out your real self, it's not difficult for the guy to stay because he didn't meet you or like you this way. Yeah. So that's why most relationships are breaking. Because this guy didn't meet you like this. They didn't like you like this. At the end of the day, you're not trying to show them that, okay, this is who I am, this is what I am. Okay, this thing that you're saying is surgery. It's not all men that know that it's plastic. And some surgeons do it very well that you would actually think that it's so real. So at the end of the day, they not start having issues that, okay, my wife this, my wife, and it's not everyone that can come out and talk. Most men don't know how to do that. They don't like exposing their stuff. But the woman will now be so depressed and start making so much noise out of nothing because she knew that this is how you got the guy. Why don't you just be yourself?
How about the ones who let's not sideline the ones who change for good. I mean, there are processes into being a woman. You become a wife. First, you're a girlfriend. You do the girlfriend thing. You upgrade and become a wife. And even though you're not completely fake for the wrong reasons. I mean, you want to try. Maybe you don't cook. You don't like to cook. But you're going to try to impress him by cooking a little bit. So he can taste it and be like, okay, I cooked white rice. Did I boil it well?
Okay. So it's often said that women like the money. Like you said, put the money on the table and all of that. And it's also believed that women are the ones that you do. So men have sex just because they want to. I don't know how to. Men have sex and feel like, they've conquered you. And women feel like, they've had sex with you and they want to own you. So more like women are the ones that actually love to keep and then to love. And women still love money. So for you, money or love, which comes first? Sabena.
That's hard.
Okay.
As a friend of mine today asked me, would you prefer a busy and wealthy husband or a managing but available husband?
Yes. Okay.
I'm like, give me the money. When we see, we see. Because me and you cannot be in the house, you are available, but there's no food.
Okay.
We'll be fighting, we'll irritate each other. So work, let's just be busy. We'll see.
Wait, what if he now goes on a trip for like a year?
It's fine, we'll manage. We'll cope with the money. We'll become chameleons together.
Like, with the money, he can't go with the money.
We'll become
It's just like dropping money allowance. If you like travel out, you don't care, right?
You won't get lonely.
I'll go and meet him every month.
Definitely wants the love. Tell me.
I want both though. I can't.
You can't have both. Best of both worlds.
Pick one.
I've tried to. Let me talk on a personal level. I've tried the money and him living. It didn't work out, babe.
Wait, try the money and him leaving.
As a wife,
I'm not
or
saying
as a girlfriend.
As a girlfriend.
Because as a wife, I think it's a bit different.
No, see, whatever happens in the marriage starts from when you're dating. You get, if you can cope with this thing dating, that means you can adapt to it when you are married. So you can't even complain then because the ring is already there. You guys have done the needful.
I mean, let's say we're very compatible, and as a wife, your family is loving, and my family loves you too. There's definitely a difference from being a girlfriend, just coming over the weekend and leaving, and being your wife. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to have family over this weekend. I'm going to cook. You're not here for 1 month. I need to be with mom. See, she's going to be alone. So his mom comes over, or your sister's. Like, hopefully the family loves me, and I love them. If not, it's me and my girls.
I have a question for her.
Okay.
For how long does that whole scenario play out?
We pray for a good support system.
Oh.
I mean, I'm definitely going to accept there's realities to this.
Speaking on until then basis.
Until
I like
then.
that idea. When you get there, you cross it. So Marion, you're picking the love over the money. You not still.
No, I can't even pick the love too.
Okay.
How do you want to do that?
And I think both men get angry easily.
But it's very easy to seduce
In
a
a
good
hot
man.
room.
It's a sport.
No AC. How do you want to do it?
Complaining about
You be
stuff.
annoyed.
Because his mind is always about getting that money. So you're not bringing your own shit to him that, babe, I love you. Your friend gets out.
And then there's this worst set, the ambitious ones, who tell you, don't worry, I have an idea.
The ambitious,
cooking.
the ambitious broke men.
Constantly having ideas.
So what's the guarantee that when he eventually gets the money, he's going to stay?
No, somebody said it's not a matter of waiting for you. You make it in life. Because some people you actually wait for them, they're not going to make it in this
No, I
life.
think girls see that future.
No,
They
Girls
can't
will make it
They
in
can't
life.
tell if your future is bright.
I mean, I don't know if I can tell if your future is right, but from experience, I was with someone who I was doing a little better than, and there was a point where he impressed me. I promise you.
What did you do?
I kept pushing for him to do more, and he eventually owned a business in the industry he's in, and that impressed me so well. He got a house.
Wow.
This was way back. He got a house. He got the company space, and he showed me the space. I'm like, it might not be too much, but I mean, coming from how far you've come, I'm like, I was super impressed.
Okay. So let's talk about, let's say, a lady knows what she wants and then she gets it. Like, so it doesn't have to be the guy's always giving you the green light. Have you actually seen the guy like, oh, I like this guy and I want to get him?
Never.
You haven't?
Have
you what? Have you ever seen a guy? You know how guys see girls are like, oh, I like this guy and I want to like maybe be friends with her or stuff like that? Yeah. You've not been in a situation where you see this guy like, oh, I like this guy and I want to do stuff with him.
I mean, I think it's in my head.
From personal experience.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody. And I'll never try to shoot my shot again. Because I think it's safer for the guys to just shoot his shot.
I mean, pity them when they get rejection.
Because this guy was my spec and he told me to like date. I was not his spec.
What a heartbreaking
Very heartbreaking stuff. So I'll just leave it to the guy. Let's shoot your shot.
Just do your stuff. How about you, Marion?
No, I've not seen a guy like.
So I would actually ladies don't have the balls to walk up to a guy.
If I see someone I like, I would obviously approach.
But there are ways you can make yourself available. Just walk
past. Jiggle your head. Need help. Always need help.
Always.
It works.
What kind of help? Not financial help.
No. I can't edit this thing.
Okay.
Whatever he's good at. Just
can you help me charge my phone in his house?
No. Wait. Come from safe spaces. Oh, you create content. Oh, like I have this idea. Try this. Oh, nice.
But I want to say something. See, in my mind, I'm thinking those kind of scenarios leads to you dating the guy and the guy not dating you.
No. You have to be realistic too. And sort of chip it in. I hope your girlfriend will not think I'm taking attention. Find out. Then you really want to tell you. I mean, I've been single long enough, so I kind of have tried. But I can never say I like you and want you. No.
You don't say that.
I'm really para.
I don't have the liver, and guys really try. I think guys who anticipate rejection are the bravest.
Yes.
I don't think I can handle rejection.
So
I mean, it's better for me to know that it's a project and see for that. If this doesn't work, then this is the outcome. You do business, you fail.
Yeah, you move on.
But if it's a human being, you're talking about emotions.
But you can reject that.
Because they do the chasing.
Yeah. So it's fair to reject that.
Shoot your shot, so I say no.
Alright, ladies, thank you very much for doing this with me. I had so much fun. I hope that, if you actually say let's do this, we can actually do this for hours and still talk about what women want and what women do not want. Talk about, what they want from family, from friends, from, partners, significant others, from, So I had so much fun doing this with you. My name is Alexis Upame once again. This is the Chats and Banter. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and on the comment section, do let us know what you think women want, alright? And we'll be so glad to read them up, alright? From all of us right here, my name still is Alexis, from Sabina, Marion, and Alicia. We're saying bye-bye.